Hi, this is Allison at Ray of Soap. I'm going to make a few videos today to explain a little bit about my after shower, after bath organic coconut oil and how to use it, and also a little bit about my Moroccan organic argan oil. It's a hand oil, and I call it my unlotion. So they work very differently, and I wanted to take a little time to explain how they work. Many of you will be giving or maybe receiving oils and soaps for Christmas this year, so I wanted to make sure there was a good video, especially for your recipients of your gifts, so that they could learn how to use them properly. It sounds silly, it's an oil. What could be such a trick? Well, it really makes a big difference when you use them the right way. So the right way is that you need to have very wet skin. When your skin is wet, especially when you get out of the shower, it's warm and wet and it's very receptive to the oil. Really, all lotion is a way to get oil and water on your skin at the same time, at the same place. But over the years, we've added more and more chemicals. There always needed to be preservatives and emulsifiers, but that chemical list has gotten much longer. Anymore, we really are at a point where we kind of expect everything to have a little pump on top. And typically, for most products, when you put a pump on the top, you need to add 3 more chemicals. If you're someone like me, you may not realize that you're having a sensitivity or an irritation to those chemicals. I had bumps on my arms for years and sometimes on the side of my leg, and I put more lotion and more lotion and more lotion. They would never go away. I didn't know I was actually making them worse because I was actually dealing with an irritation on my skin to the chemicals in the lotion. So the way this all started is literally one day I was putting on lotion and I looked at that label for the 1000th time and I thought, what am I doing? Here I am, I'm eating organic and I'm drinking green drinks, I'm dealing with a health issue, and I want to reduce my chemical load. Why am I putting all these chemicals on my body? So it was that moment that I literally threw my lotion away. I went and I got my jar of organic coconut oil and started using it when I got out of the shower. So I've bottled these organic coconut oils for you to use. It took a while to find a bottle that made it really convenient, and that's the big difference. If you want something that smells really great and it's easy to use, that's what my oils are going to accomplish. I really encourage everyone, just go to your cupboard, take out your coconut oil. If you have olive oil, any kind of oil you have, try it on your skin for a few days, on your wet skin, and you'll see a difference. I can guarantee it. You may not have a sensitivity or an irritation like I did, but your skin's going to be able to absorb that pure oil much better than it would a lotion. So the way my oils work is when you get out of the shower or out of the bath, you're going to open the bottle, tip the back here and it'll pop open, and you're going to shake a little bit of oil out into your hand. These are hard plastic bottles. I don't want you to be able to squeeze them because then you squeeze and you get too much. So just a little bit. 3 or 4 shakes will probably do it, about the size of a quarter. Then you're going to take that oil and you're going to rub your hands together so your hands are just dripping with oil basically. Take those oily hands, start with wherever your driest area is. For me, it's my calves. They get real dry. So I start down on my calves and I kind of pat that oil around and work my way up and put a little on the back of my arms and up on my shoulders and so forth. Go ahead and pat that in, and then you go back. Your body is dripping wet from being out of the shower, and you're going to go ahead and rub that oil and water together on your skin until it air dries. The most important thing is that when you get out of the shower, you stand on that mat. Make sure you're nice and sturdy on a nice absorbent mat, and do not dry off. That's the most important thing. You want to leave all that water on your skin. When you get out of the shower, your skin is warm and moist and receptive, and it's really going to take that coconut oil in nicely. So stand there wet, put a little bit of coconut oil on, and then spread it all over your body. Rub that oil and water onto your skin until your skin air dries, and you're going to see an immediate difference. Your skin, I would predict, is going to feel lighter and softer and smoother than it would with a hand lotion. And just think, you're getting away from all those chemicals and reducing your chemical load. Now, in the winter, you're going to notice that your organic coconut oil becomes a solid. At 74 degrees, it's solid. And so when it hardens in the winter, you do need to warm it up. What I recommend that you do is use your hot bath water. As soon as that water is hot enough for you to get in there, take some of the hot water, put it in a cup, That works well. And then put your bottle in the cup and set it down on the counter. Now when you get out of the shower, by the time you get out, enough of the oil will have melted so that there's some liquid for you to use. You don't need to melt the whole bottle, but just shake it up, and then you're going to shake enough into your hand to use. During the summer months, you probably won't have any trouble at all if your bathroom's anything like mine. My bathroom stays really warm. It's got a southern exposure, so it's liquid all the time. But always shake it up to make sure that that fragrance is well blended in there, and then shake a little bit out onto your hands. It's organic coconut oil, so you can put a little bit on your hair. You can always use it on your hands. You can use it on your body even throughout the day. What I do is when I feel like I need to use a little bit more throughout the day, I'll take some water, have a little bowl of water here to show you, put a few drops, or maybe if it's a larger area like my legs, I'll leave the water just trickling in the sink a little bit, get my hands real wet, get my legs nice and wet again, and get that skin very receptive to the water. Again, I'm going to take some of that oil, I'm going to sprinkle it in my hands, rub it together, and then rub it over that area. You don't have to use it only when you get out of the shower. That's just the easiest way, and your skin's the most receptive at that time. But you're welcome to use it throughout the day whenever you need a touch-up. So that's it. That's the way my organic coconut oils work for after shower and after bath. They're available in all of my permanent blends and typically in my soap of the seasons, and I always have unscented available. Thanks for getting back to basics. This is Allison with Ray of Soap.